Okay, this is I guess an update on the FIA FOTA battle that's taken an interesting new twist where Ferrari have lodged are going to lodge an injunction against the rules set out by the FIA on the grounds basically that it goes against an agreement they had in 2005 where they're going to be properly consulted on any new rule changes. Now, on Friday, the FIA met with FOTA, and while apparently it was the meeting was described as friendly, there apparently was still a stalemate in regards to negotiating on the next year. Having said that, Max Mosley confirmed what Bernie Ecclestone had said when he left the meeting, saying that it's all but assured that the two-tiered system was going to be dropped, and that in principle most of the teams do agree with a budget cap. So it looks like really what's going to have to happen is that they're going to have to agree on a budget cap, a limit, and they are going to have to agree that the two-tiered system's got to go. Well, the second one may have already been addressed. We're probably not going to know much more about that for a little while yet. There's another meeting on Tuesday, the 19th of May, that'll be happening, I guess, Australian time, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I think that's going to be held in Monaco, and that's going to be thrashing out these issues further. We could have a resolution by the weekend, or at least a step towards a resolution by the weekend. I think they've just got to agree on a budget cap level, and I think any serious threats should be then dropped after that, because all the teams in principle say that they are quite prepared to do a budget cap. And the thing I do like about the budget cap is the technical freedom with which this cap comes. Because I mean, which sort of makes sense, because a lot of the technical restrictions placed on the cars of late, at least, have been regarding, in an attempt to curb costs. So if you've got a budget cap, that then doesn't need to apply. That is the thinking I'm assuming is going on there. There's I'll go through the ones I can remember, because I actually read through the FIA's technical rules and sporting rules earlier today on their website, which you can find at FIA.com. And basically, some of the restrictions that are going to be relaxed are rev limits on engines, which I think is a great thing. You don't rev limit Formula One, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of that, so getting rid of that's a great thing. KERS, the power output at the moment is 60 kilowatts. That's going to go up to 120 kilowatts. So extra boost there. That's a good thing. I'm not a massive fan of KERS. I mean, like the rest of the teams aren't. What else was there? There was also the drive is not going to be limited to just rear-wheel drive. So I guess it leaves the option open for four-wheel drive, which is quite an interesting little development. What else was there? I'm sure there was other things. And the budget cap at the moment is not relating to engines. It's not relating to drivers and motorhomes, promotional, expenses. So there's still a fair bit of the budget that is outside this budget cap. So I'm in two minds to a certain extent. There's a lot more freedom, which I'm for, and there's still a lot of areas where you're uncapped. So now that the two-tiered system looks like it could be disappearing off the radar, the main sticking point, I think, for the new proposals has gone, and as a result, I'm starting to sway more towards the FIA. I think the FIA could have gone about it a better way, but look, Max Mosley, it's in his blood to. Sorry, no, I shouldn't say that. But one can be forgiven for drawing parallels with Max and perhaps his upbringing and his family life, his childhood. He may have been. A lot of people are very heavily influenced by their parents. Why would Max Mosley be any different? Jody Scheckter came out earlier in the week, or over the weekend, and said that he's contemplating returning, giving back his world title, thinking that the FIA is pretty much like a dictatorship now. So he's on one side of the fence. You've got Nicky Lauda on the other side saying that the budget cap makes sense. I agree. I do think that the budget cap does make sense. The two-tier system, once that's gone, looks like it has, means the major issues from that are gone. There just needs to be better consultation with the teams. I think the teams, along with the FIA together, should form the rules. I don't think either one should do them completely by themselves. Hopefully we'll get some sort of agreement like that by the end of the week, but if they all dig their heels in, it could be a real shit fight, especially with the Ferrari injunction that may or may not come about. Things are by no means we're by no means out of the woods, but it's going to be some interesting news over the week regarding all the negotiations and manoeuvrings and so forth. One of the things I love about Formula One is its politics. I'd say probably as a driver it might get you down a little bit, but as a fan it's part of what makes it what it is. I just hope politics don't end up destroying it, which I've thought on a couple of occasions it looks like it might happen. But if these budget caps are relaxed, if the budget caps maybe risen to a level that keeps the teams happy, and the technical restrictions that have been placed over the last few years are relaxed, I think we could be in for some fun. I really do. I think Formula One, with a little bit more, slightly less packaged in its box of rules, but under a financial package, I think it's a good thing. It'll be promoting smarter thinkers rather than just throwing money at things. So to a degree, I'm swinging back to the FIA on the proviso that we get what we want to get in terms of technical freedom and no two tiers. So I guess stay tuned. This may only form part of a few videos I do regarding the this war. Anyway, thanks for watching.